Welcome to another video by Ferris Technology. Today we want to talk about creating calculated controls. Basically, unbound text fields that calculate information for the user. So let's get started. I want to create a form. So I'm going to click Create and I'm going to click on Form Design. And I need to add some fields, so I'm going to click the Add Fields button, and I want to drag retail price onto the canvas there, and I want to drag cost onto the canvas. And once I get those on there and get those positioned the way I want to go ahead and grab a text box and put it there too. Now once I have the text box where I want it, I want to come over and look at the property sheet for the text box. Now, I like to give it a good name because it's going to be a field that has some meaning. And it's not, of course, named like you would name a field in the database. So I'm going to put in for the control source, because all Unbound boxes can have formulas for the control source. And now I put in retail price minus cost, and I'm going to set the format as currency. So retail price minus cost is your net profit, okay? So I'm going to change the caption to the words net profit. And when I tab out of that, you'd realize when you look to the left that there's not enough room for the words. So make that a bit wider so that I can see all the words on my form. Now let's go take a look. And it looks like it's working just the way it was planned. Retail price minus cost equals $11.20. In this case, okay, the math is good. We're ready to go do something else. Now, here's where it gets a little bit more interesting, because I can grab another text box, and when I get it where I want to, I can go and give it a proper name, text calculated margin. So I'm going to go ahead and calculate not only the net profit, but the margin. Now, the margin is the net profit divided by the retail price. So notice in my expression categories, I have calculated profit. So I can go ahead and double click on calculated profit, and then I divide by, and then I double click retail price. So I'm going calculated profit divided by retail price. Now that formula is okay, but I've got a condition where retail price might end up being 0. So let's go ahead and put in an error trap for that. So I'm going to go here just after the equal sign and put an immediate if in there, an IIF statement, open the parenthesis, and I want to say if retail price equals 0, then the comma, so the true part is 0. So if my condition is true, I'm going to want to return a 0, and then comma, and then the false part in this case would be calculating the actual margin. Close that with a parenthesis and click OK. Let's go ahead and make sure that I've got a good label for it at this point. And so I'm going to change my caption to net margin to go along with net profit, and open that up so I can see it. And we go take a look at this, and you'll see that I forgot to put in the percent. So I need to go edit the field so that it turns out that it looks like a percent. So down there, percent. And let's view that. Okay, it looks like 40%. Last thing I need to do then is I need to test my if condition to make sure that it is functioning properly. And I did notice as I was browsing through the data that record number 11 has 0 in there for retail price. And there it is. Okay, so retail price is 0, so it got caught in the if statement that says if it's 0, I want to give it a net margin of 0. So if you've appreciated the information in this video, hit that like button. Let's get it out to other people. Would love it if you subscribed and came back later, and I hope to see you then. Thanks.